guys, so I'm here today to talk with you and test with you a new product. And I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but I'm going to call it unokki. And it's crystal clear epoxy resin. And I got this with a coupon code from the seller. And so inside comes the part A and part B epoxy. And you get some measuring cups and a few other items in here. Inside comes this little pack with stir sticks, finger cots, and I'm not sure what these little things are. So it says it's got a working time of 30 to 40 minutes. You can demold in 24 to 48 hours, full cure 3 to 7 days. So you mix by volume, not by weight. 101 says mix thoroughly for 2 to 3 minutes. It says to minimize bubbles, let sit for 3 minutes to allow some of the bubbles to rise to the surface. And then you can go from there. And they come with these tops, which have lids. So that's really awesome. I do really like that. We're going to go ahead and swap out the lids. Oh, and they're sealed with a foil seal here. Alright, so we've got our part A and part B with their little tops. And I'm going to use these nice cups that are provided. They're much more sturdy than the ones I had, and probably will last longer term than the ones I had. Forgot to mention it comes also with 2 pipettes, and we are going to mix a little bit of this Let's Resin Pearl Powder pigment in dark blue and some Walmart glitter in Royal Party, which is this nice blue holographic. And I'm going to measure, and then we are going to pour. So we are pouring in this little oblong one, and we're going to do another one of these because well, that's what I'm going to make. So I'm going to do 25 milliliters on each. Oh, it's not super hard to get out. It's definitely more controlled this way, but with as much as I'm going to be doing, I don't know if doing with the lid was the best idea. I'm not even at 15 and my hands hurt. I'm going to stop at 20 instead of 25, just because I know this ashtray is going to take a lot. And I know the glitter will sink, so I'll be back. Alright, so we've got our little mixing cup here, and we'll scoot this over. We're going to dump both of these in. Alright, so that's all of that one. And now we're going to scrapey this one. Trying to get as much as we can out of the cup. And now we are going to slowly mix this up. And honestly, now that I'm looking at it, this is probably only enough for the cylinder, the oval. But we're going to mix this, and then we'll add the pigments. Alright, so I think it is set long enough. I have spilled rubbing alcohol all over me. We're going to take just a little bit of this mica. And we're going to put in some glitter. The more glitter the better, right? I just spilt it all over the place. We're going to put just a touch more. And now we are going to slowly mix those two together. And try to scrape the sides. I don't have a torch or a bottle to spray alcohol with, so if we get bubbles, we get bubbles. I have no way to deal with them up here right now. I don't know why I think that blue would be a little darker. Yeah, like I thought, not enough to do the whole, both of them. Barely enough to do this. That's okay. I will just mix up a little bit more and be okay. So I'm back with another batch, and we're just gonna slowly pour that in here, focusing on the opening to let it fill the edges first. And I'll probably do the back as a whole new layer, just because glitter sinks. And I feel like this will be the best way to get the color that I want. Just gotta be careful. Oh, miss. Get a drop. That's okay. Alright, let's check this. Alright, yeah, we got a big gap over here. May not be enough to fill up the whole sides, but I want to at least get the color all the way around. As best as I can. Come back over here. And it'll settle too. And hopefully spread out evenly. Alright guys, so that is what we've got as of right now. And we're going to let these sit, and I'll come back in a few days. Alright guys, so we're back. I still have to pour the second layer on this. and I'm working on a couple of the projects, but I wanted to demold this and take a look. Looks like we got a nice smooth finish. I see a few bubbles, like maybe 2 or 3, but you can't really tell because there's glitter there too, so it's kind of hard to tell the difference. And that is beautiful. Looks like a good finish to me. There's a couple bubbles along the edges, like here and there. So here and there. And just a couple. I would say maybe 5 or 6 on the whole thing. And the front looks spotless. And I love how beautiful that is. So we're gonna come back and see what the ashtray looks like here in a couple days. Alright, so I made a few more items and we're here to unmold them. So we're going to start with something small and easy, and that's a piggy keychain. Well, it's actually a piggy straw topper mold, but I don't use it for that. It's the old Shane Dawson pig. So that is him. And again, no heat used. The back looks almost completely bubble free. There was a couple bubbles here, here, and right here, but that honestly, that happens a lot with these pigs. So I'm perfectly fine with that. We got our ashtray. I finally poured the final layer on that. Alright, so that is my ashtray. The mold release did not really make it easier to come out, and I think it's because I did it in 2 layers is what I got. Now you can see clearly where I did the 2 layers. I don't think that really hurts anything. This one actually turned out really good. This is my second one doing. And I only see 1 bubble right here. My other one had a few bubbles there. And the back looks completely bubble free. There is a place here where it looks like the pigment, I don't know, didn't mix in correctly. But it's not a problem with the resin. And then there's a little weird line here, but it's probably just, I don't know, who knows what that is. Looks like it could be a hair. Probably is a hair. But the resin turned out really, really good. I'm really liking this resin. I did make 2 other pieces, which we're going to unmold here. So this one, the front is a different resin. The black backing is the new resin. And looking at it, I only see a tiny hole right here. And then there's a couple bubbles here. Looks like a lot of bubbles around where the 2 resins meet. Honestly, that can happen when you mix brands, but I wanted to give it a shot, and I mixed up too much black for the pig, so it was just perfect for that one. And then we've got this one. Looking at it here, looks like there are some bubbles, but they're all on the back, and they're very, very small. You can see them there. But if I dome this, you're not going to see those. They're going to disappear. So, I am really impressed with this resin. I really like these screw tops. I'm probably, even after this is gone, gonna reuse these because they're awesome. And for small amounts, like what I tend to do, that kind of dispenser is perfect. When I did do a large amount of resin, I did take the lid off, but overall it's been amazing. And I glazed a bunch of pieces. It's got these little nibs here. I need to file that down and correct those. It's because I had them hanging to drip. For some reason though, looks like I may have missed 2 places when I was doing these, because there's 2 spots there, so I'll probably do those with UV resin. I really like how the hollow glitter looks in that. It is sad that I did the Y and the U upside down, but yeah, it'll make a cool keychain. So yeah, I am absolutely impressed with this resin. I mean, I literally just poured this last night, and it's so much faster. What I had been using is the Easy Cast. That takes like 3 days to cure, so the fact that these cured overnight, I really enjoy that, and the fact that I can make things and not have to wait 3 days. So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.